What is up, guys? This is going to be the first long form video on the CircadianBros channel and why we believe health is so important. And I wanted to start off by saying we recognize that health is not the most important aspect to life, right? There are things out there that are of higher purpose, but being in good health makes it easier to move through life and pursue whatever your greater purpose is. So health is that gateway. So the first thing my brother and I really value about health, the thing that we found is the core of everything, is the sun. And so that's why we called the channel the CircadianBros, because your circadian rhythm is heavily aligned by the sun. Timing is crucial when it comes to health, aligning the way we live our lives to the cycles of the sun. So being up early at sunrise, being outside during bright days, and then keeping it dark, limiting artificial light, we would be simulating the natural light-dark cycle that we evolved under. That was the key. I think that was the central thing that really changed how we felt in our health. And just to go into a few ways of how it improved our health mentally, just all the hormones, they're all regulated in a timely manner based on your circadian rhythm. And so once we aligned that, it all fell into place. Becoming social, having a better mood, it was just natural. Having the energy to work out. I was just from circadian alignment. So that's kind of the centerpiece there. The next big thing was diet. It's important people approach diet anecdotally. You want to make sure you're obviously being healthy and you want to look at the research behind that. You also can get a lot out of listening to how your body responds to the food that you're putting inside of it. So for me personally, I'm a little bit lactose intolerant, and I have a little bit of IBS. I just have a reactive stomach. I listen to my body, and I noticed that my inflammation goes down. I'll have less stomach cramping, easier digestion, easier release of the food, if you catch my drift. So listen to your body when it comes to that. But for our diet, what we're finding is working is, because it's the winter time, we're leaning away from carbs and we're going more animal fat. So it's like eggs in the morning, Greek yogurt, have raw Parmesan, maybe sardines, maybe mussels, depending on what there is. Lunch, I have a little bit of carbs. I can get away with more carbs because I live in Southern California. It's very sunny, even in the winter. I have to eat on meal plans, so I'll go Rubio's and have like a bowl. I used to do steak quesadilla, but I noticed that I get more reaction because of all the cheese. So I stick with the bowl. Really the only time I'm getting carbs, besides maybe if I have like a few pieces of fruit throughout the day. And then at night, I literally go to a burger spot we have here and I just order 2 patties. And I find that my digestion works clearly. I am less reactive. My skin feels better, especially getting sunlight. That's kind of the diet side of things. Now, the next thing I guess would be exercise. My brother and I prioritize doing exercise outside, so it's all calisthenics. We don't lift weights. This is just our perspective on it. Going to the gym and lifting super heavy and getting these massive muscles, it's appealing. If you're going on these crazy diets to stress a bulk or stress a cut, it's probably not good on your body. It's easier on your body to be of healthy weight and not be gigantic, right? So that'll look like a handstand push-up day, a pull-up day. Right now I'm doing a planche day, and then it's a mobility day. And it's 4 days a week, and there's some rest days in between there. And then right now I'm running. We're both doing marathon training right now. If we're talking about really being locked in, and like testosterone maxing or whatever, long distance running probably isn't the most optimal, but we signed up for a marathon, and so we're going to get that done. So for exercise out there, do something you enjoy and do it consistently and challenge yourself, and that's pretty good. That'll suffice. And then the next thing, which kind of connects to like maybe a higher purpose, is mind and holistic health and our approach to that. Everybody has an identity that they've created for themselves. Everybody has attachments to that identity. You want to protect that identity that you've built up. An analogy you can think of is like that attachment, that egoic mind, is like the clouds on a cloudy day. The sun is still there, but the clouds are blocking it. And if it's cloudy enough, you might forget that the sun is even there in the first place. And I think that is what occurs and is what's going on with most people. That the attachment to thoughts, to their personality, to who they think they are, to this need to be superior or this feeling of inferiority, all of it is equivalent to the clouds that are blocking the sun. And so we've gotten so consumed in our own personal life story that we've forgotten that there's something deeper to us. When those clouds clear, and that's what I meant by that stepping stone. Getting physical health down helps clear those clouds a little bit so you can go deeper within yourself. I guess I'll kind of explain what I do. I read books by Eckhart Tolle, and then I also started doing meditation. And what I do is I focus on bringing awareness into what is going on inside of me without labeling it. So it's silent observing. And what you start to realize is that if you can silently observe what is going on within you, then whatever is going on within you can't be who you are at essence. For example, if I can become aware, if I know I'm having the feeling of boredom, then I can't be the feeling boredom. There's something else there that is separate from that feeling of boredom, and I observe it. If I am feeling anxious because of a thought that has popped up into my head, that egoic mind activity, you can be trapped in anxiousness, but if you're able to bring awareness in and become aware that you're having the feeling of anxiousness, you can't be the anxiousness. So it creates separation. And so, are you your mind? Are you the thing that's thinking? Or are you the thing that's observing the thinking? There's this quote that I think is a banger, that I think maybe it'll wrap this up. You're not here to control everything. You're just here to experience life. So that's kind of like the 4 big main things. That's kind of the Circadian Bros message. So if you found this valuable, appreciate if y'all liked, subscribed. If you guys have questions, ask it in the comments, and then we can maybe do a little Q&A or something like that. And then obviously I don't know how well I really explained what the circadian message really is. So if you have questions, ask, and we can go in more depth. I was trying to get a broad thing together so people can kind of understand what the whole message is.